than a non-stop day. It's safe to say we'll have some fun today on Geek World Radio.
Hey guys, welcome to this Geek World semi-exclusive.
Now, if you guys don't know what we're dressed as, we can only tell you one thing. That's right, this is our very, very special Comic-Con Doctor Who show.
Woohoo!
Now, one of the things, unfortunately, we did not get to do at Comic-Con was talk to the cast and makers of Doctor Who. However, luckily, our associate over at The Point, which is one of the radio stations that we syndicate on, he, in fact, did get to.
So thanks to our friends at The Point, we get to play for you some great interviews with Matt Smith, Karen Gillan, and Arthur Darvill.
And also, series runners Stephen Moffat and Carolyn Skinner. So first off, let's just get right into it.
Mm-hmm.
The first question posed to Karen Gillan was, what are you going to miss most about playing Amy Pond?
Getting to run around being chased by monsters and having to deal with life-threatening situations on a daily basis.
Yeah, that really is the main thing that the companions of the Doctor do, isn't it?
It really is, but, you know, I have to say, they're lucky. I mean, back in the day, they used to have this tiny little soundstage, so they'd essentially be running in place while people hit them with tree branches.
Yes, and nowadays they have such a large budget, they can actually do CGI branches in order to whack them in the face. So
or
really,
go on location and run through an actual field.
there you go.
Yeah. So next up was a question for Arthur Darvill, and what people wanted to know was, what's it like to be a character that has died so many, many times?
I know, it's
That's quite a cool record to have.
I know, that is quite a cool record. I don't know if it is. Is it the record though?
Surely.
Yeah. I love that.
only
I would
die
love
once.
that. Most people do only die once. It's good. What a great thing to have.
You know what though, right? Can I just say, from my point of view, it means that I have to think up a new death reaction every single time. I'm like, I can't just do it the same this time because it's different circumstances.
Just be in the moment.
I just want some sympathy.
Some what?
Some
Some
sympathy.
thumpathin. I would just like some thumpathin.
Yeah, you know, that really would be difficult trying to come up with a new death reaction every time. You
Yeah.
know, it's tough to die over and over again, but he keeps coming back. She
true.
has to come up with a brand new reaction every time the man she loves dies.
It's probably like Guinness Book of World Records territory, the amount of times Rory has died.
I'd like to hope so.
Pretty much. I mean, it's not like Kenny territory
No.
in South Park, but it's pretty close. So next up, Karen has worked with both David Tennant and Matt Smith, which is kind of like Billy Piper, right?
Except she worked with all three.
Oh, got you there, Karen. Anyway, the question posed to Karen was, who's the stranger doctor, David Tennant or Matt Smith?
The strangest. Matt has literally just emerged behind you right now. I need to be honest. Matt is a lot stranger than David Tennant. He makes David Tennant look like a really normal guy. He's off.
I love the fact that during that question, Matt Smith was standing right there behind them.
That was hilarious.
You know, someday I would love to, I think actually this is my goal, I would love to do an entire interview just to find out Matt Smith has been lurking behind me the entire time.
That would be so cool.
That would be totally awesome.
Another question that was asked to Arthur Darvill was, though Amy has become an incredibly popular companion, Rory has also managed to become a popular companion.
So let's see what he had to say.
I mean, he's such a good person. Do you know what I mean? It's like everything he does comes from wanting to kind of do the right thing and to make everyone happy and safe. So I think it's such a, I don't think there's many characters like that.
Although he does have a bit of an edge to it.
Oh, he does have an edge. Everyone's got an edge.
He gets a bit grumpy with the doctor
He gets a bit grumpy,
sometimes.
but he's not just. I don't mean he's just nice all the time, but he's got like a big heart. I think it's really exciting. He's just full of love. He's full of love.
Well, I think Amy's got a massive heart as well, but she's just been messed up from her childhood.
Well, I think Rory's been messed up quite a bit from the way that Amy's
going to
been
do something. What?
What?
What did you just say? I missed it because I was talking about myself.
Yeah. Well, surprise. No change there then. Change the record. Huh?
No.
It actually sounded like they were a real married couple. It's gonna be so sad not seeing them anymore. We're gonna miss the Pawns.
They've been so great and just so hilarious, too.
Yeah. So let's move on. We've got some interview clips with Stephen Moffat and Carolyn Skinner,
yes,
who are the showrunners.
Now, Stephen Moffat, of course, has been running the show ever since Matt Smith has been the Doctor. And Carolyn Skinner, exciting enough, she was one of the producers on The Fate.
That show was so cool.
It's one of the really great BBC shows we also love, too.
So as some of you may know, Doctor Who is going to be 50 years old. Well, I mean, he's over 900, but he's going to be 50 years old in TV time.
And so the question that was posed to both of them was, have you guys thought of what you're going to do after you reach that 50th anniversary episode?
Have I given much thought to the life after the anniversary shot that we won't make for ages? No! How far in advance do you think we work? No. There will be life after it, absolutely no question about it. It's not going anywhere. But right now, do you know what? We're promoting this series, and that's what we're talking about. Otherwise, if we start talking about the anniversary now, people will be bored to death of it. People will think it was been 50 for ages.
Of course he doesn't think that far ahead. He can just go back in time.
Exactly. I mean, I think the problem is, he set up this thing where he set up River Song so far ahead of revealing who she really was, and now everyone expects that he's got a 5-year plan.
Seriously.
So, what's up next, Anime?
Okay, well, next up, this is kind of a long time coming, this question.
Yes.
A while back, and we talked about this on our radio show, there was these rumors that there was going to be some other Doctor Who, like a movie made in Hollywood, and that it was
different Doctor,
and a different timeline, and things like
It's
that.
going to be American or something weird like that.
And really, there was never exactly an answer given. It just kind of went away. And so one of the interviewers wanted to know, has there been any resolution on this?
It was really a non-story that took up quite a lot of time. There will not come a time when there's a separate kind of Doctor Who. What was talked about there was it'll be a separate Doctor and a different continuity. Of course it won't. That would be silly, wouldn't it? Of course everyone knows that's silly. The BBC knows that's silly. No one's going to do that.
I am really glad to know that that's just done with.
Yeah, I mean, it was a crazy rumor to begin with, and I remember everyone freaked out when they heard it.
Flipped.
That's just one of those things in the age of the internet, I mean, all you have to do is say something, and it's truth for a little while at least, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so next up, how's my Fez look, Anime?
Fez are cool.
Oh, yeah, and so are...
Bow ties are cool.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so finally, we're going to get to our clips with Matt Smith, who is the 11th Doctor.
Yeah.
Now, he really had a burden coming into to playing Doctor Who because David Tennant was so super popular. He really brought a lot of people into to watching the show. So what the interview wanted to know was, coming in, you had such a huge weight on your shoulders, playing this character. Has that weight been lifted?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of safe to say that absolutely when I took this role on, and I mean, me and Karen talk about it now. We didn't really realise at the time the pressure that there was surrounding it with Russell and Julie and David having such huge success with the show. And it's only looking back you go, wow, that was a pretty pressurised cooker to be in and cooking away in. But you've got to battle through those moments, and I just tried to stay true to my instinct the whole time. And I'm very lucky I have Stephen Moffat, who's a great support and a wonderful inventive man, and has given me a great Doctor to play with, So that's been a bonus. And in terms of making the show, it's the most fun in the world. I'm doomed for the rest of my life. You have to go and play a policeman or something. I mean, boring.
Yeah, but he'd be a totally awesome cop.
He would. Or maybe he could be like a cool teacher who's like an undercover cop, and he's like 21 Jump Street or something.
I'd watch that.
Like a British 21 Jump Street? I think we just gave the BBC a new idea.
Yeah. So Matt was also asked, what's it been like saying goodbye to Amy and Rory?
It's always a gut-wrenching thing because, like we just talked about, having been through that experience, a very high pressurized experience together, and having to hold hands creatively and take a risk, and people didn't know if it was going to work, and we've become firm friends, and we have a laugh together, and we've developed ways of having a laugh together on set and passing the time. So of course you're going to miss those people, but the show will leave you behind if you don't change with it. The show is about change. Doctors come and go, companions come and go. That's how it's been, that's how it will continue to be. and you've got to keep moving forward. And Jenna is a wonderful actress, and I think she's going to be really great.
He makes a great point. Though I am very interested in finding out who the new companion is.
Yeah, and what she's like.
You always got to change companions. You always got to change doctors. That's just part of what the show has been doing for the last 50 years.
Yeah.
And it's totally, totally awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it for our special Doctor Who show, Anime.
Our Doctor Who semi-exclusive.
Oh, yeah. So thanks again to The Point for supplying us with these interviews. And you can hear us on The Point and also on Indie 100 every week.
Mm-hmm.
And also, where should they go to find out more about us, Anime?
You should go to GeekWorldRadio.com to find out all about Geek World.
And we're still hoping that we'll see a little of the Doctor, hopefully at least at the closing ceremonies at the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll have to find out. But either way, thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you later.
Well, now it's time to with an non-stop day. It's safe to say we'll have some fun today on Geek World Radio.